welcome back to my channel. I've got some empties I want to talk to you about, so let's go ahead and jump into it. First thing I have is the Glade wax melts in the scent Balsam. This was like a jumbo pack, and between December, I should say between November 30th and December 4th, I used this entire thing up. It was brand new. I had gotten it on clearance. I just love balsam fir. I just love it. Now, the thing I've noticed with the Glade wax melts is that they are really intense at first and then they fade out wicked fast. So I was using 3 scent cubes at a time, and I'd say like at the most I was getting 6 hours of scent out of them. So I went through these really fast because I was using 2 different wax melters, but love this scent. I don't know if they've brought this back or not. I feel like they should because it's a staple scent, but if they have another package of this, I would definitely buy it because it's a good value for how many wax cubes you get. I also have a super lame candle. This is the DW Home Apple Honey Butter. It was a wood wick candle. Technically a 3 wick, but it was only a 1 wick wood candle. This burned horribly. I am so upset because this is the second purchase of this scent. They'd had it in the regular 3 wick, but they also had it in the wood wick, and I thought like, oh, I'll give that a try, see what the wood wicks are like. They are crap. The wood wick, as you can see here, is not big enough to produce enough heat to melt all of the wax, so it burned pretty terribly. The scent throw was pretty weak. I don't have a wax melter with a big enough circumference to sit this on, and I don't feel like digging out the wax. I just don't have time for that these days. So even though I loved this scent, I would not buy wood wicks again from them, and I would not buy especially this scent of wood wicks. I know it didn't work, but it just like, perhaps if the wood wick had been a bit longer or they had 2 of them in here, it would have worked, but it's just a big fail. So I'm bummed that I spent my $8 on a junky candle, but I don't have too many fails like that with DW Home, so I'll still keep buying them, just I've sworn off wood wicks. I have this Glade Spray Clean Linen. It's rare that we go through one of these at this house because I am so hell-bent on using my fine fragrance mists as room sprays, but we have 2 bathrooms, a half bathroom and a full bathroom, and this one sits in the full bathroom. So we've gone through this. I think we're down to just 1 more of these and then we're done, which thank goodness, because I was couponing those for a real long time before I was using fine fragrance mists, and since then, like, I've not purchased any since I started using fine fragrance mists as bathroom fragrances, and we still have those Glade sprays. So I was a bit of a hoarder. I'm glad the collection's almost gone. Then I have this Aveeno Skin Relief Body Wash, fragrance free. You guys know Ben uses this more than I do, but I love the smell of Aveeno body washes. I know it claims to be fragrance free, but it really isn't. It has like a soft, sort of like herbally scent, which I don't normally like, but again, it's Aveeno. I love Aveeno products. They can do no wrong with me. I have the Sensationals Caramel Pumpkin Seeds. I did not like this. I don't know, in here it smells like a nice caramel pumpkin scent, but when it was in the wax melter, it just morphed into its own beast, and I'm not even sure what it was like, but I just didn't enjoy it. And it was a super strong scent throw, which was a bummer because I was like, I'm so tired of this scent, but I want to use it. So I don't know, I wouldn't recommend it because it's so risky. I feel like the scent that you get on Kohl is not the true scent, so it's kind of false advertising in a way, so I wouldn't buy these again. I also used up the Julep Tada Quick Dry Drops. These are magical. I like these a lot. The formulation, they've since repackaged. I don't know if they've reformulated, but they've repackaged what the bottle looks like. This is awesome. It truly is helpful in drying your nail polish. It's not foolproof. You do have to still sort of let your nails dry out a little bit and then put this on to solidify the dryness, but it is a lot better than just letting it air dry, and I've been able to live my life a little bit easier with these drops versus prior to having to let them air dry, so I'm happy with this. I constantly will buy bottles of this. It is a nail staple. I have this Tea Tree facial wash from the Body Shop. It was just okay. It didn't excite me enough to want to purchase it. I used this Yankee Candle Christmas Wreath Wax Tart. Didn't like the scent of this. At first, it seems like it's going to be a balsamy scent, but then it has some kind of like spices in it that I wasn't a fan of, so I would not recommend this one. I have a hair mask. This is the Project Beauty Hair Gurt Strawberry Banana Smoothing Yogurt Hair Mask. This was lovely. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I like this because it makes my hair feel so like silky smooth the next day when I straighten my hair. The only issue though is that I think I only got to use this 5 times at the absolute most. My hair is really long right now. It's probably the longest it's ever been in my like teenage adult life, and I'm considering cutting it. I don't know what I want to do with it yet, so I'm just letting it grow. So I don't know if that played a part in it, but even though it's only like $10 or $12, I think it's a better value to buy the macadamia oil masks because they're bigger tubs. I need less product. This was kind of on the thinner side of mask. I feel like I had to use a lot of it to really saturate my hair and do that deep conditioning that it needed to do. So I enjoyed it. I liked having it in a box, and if I had it again in a box, it'd be fine, but I don't know if I'll go out and purchase it. And then I have this First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Deep Cleanser with red clay. This can be used as a mask or a face wash. This has been in my shower for, I don't know, like maybe a year and a half. This is what I use once a week. I do like a deep cleanse shower routine every Sunday. I do like body exfoliating, hair mask, face mask, and I just like, that's just the one nice thing I do for my body every single week. And this was what I was using once a week. I used to love this stuff when I first got hooked on it, and I think I would like it again if I was using it as my face wash and not as a deep cleansing mask. I think for it to really be effective on oily or acne prone skin, you have to be using it every single day. I just didn't seem to have the same success with it as I did when I was using it as mostly just a face wash. So I'd only buy it again if I was in the market for a face wash. I also have this e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Holy grail status. This is my second one of these that I've gone through, and I will keep going through these because they are the best for setting my under eye powder, for setting my under eye concealer. It's just awesome. All right, the last thing I have are like brushes that I'm getting rid of, either because they're very old or I don't use them anymore, or a combination of both. I was just finally like looking at my brush collection lately, and I was like, this is a lot of brushes. I feel like I don't use a majority of them, so let's get rid of some of the ones that I definitely don't need. So I have these two, like, I think they're called kabuki brushes. I don't use kabuki brushes. They just sit there. I don't like putting foundation on like that, so I'm throwing away both of these. I've got this Real Techniques ones and this Bella Pierre one. Most of these brushes, by the way, I either got in boxes or were like one of the first brushes I ever purchased from like e.l.f. We also have this Mistura Beauty Solutions retractable brush. I just don't like the feeling of these bristles, and it's really kind of messy putting it up and down all the time, so this is going. Saying goodbye to my e.l.f. stipple brush. This is like the full face one. One, it's wicked old, and two, I used to apply foundation with a stippling brush, and I don't do that anymore, so I really have no use for this. I much prefer the e.l.f. small stipple brush over this, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. I have these 3 Ulta brushes that I got in like an Ulta bag one time. They just are really, like, they have a terrible texture. I have no use for them. They're just not nice brushes, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw them away. Then I have a bunch of e.l.f. ones that I just don't use, and I'm tired of keeping them around. I have the Professional Eyeliner Brush. I have 2 of these crease brushes, which I don't know how you call this a crease brush, in my opinion. And then I have the e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush, which is going. Then I have this one as well. This one is like not in good condition. This is the Total Face Brush. Again, it has a terrible like feeling to it. It's just not nice. And then I have this like random brush. I don't even know. It's like can you see that it's at an angle? It's just not well made, and I don't have a use for it, so I'm throwing it away. So I feel a lot better having like purged some of these brushes. It kind of has given me a lot more space and less clutter in my little brush tubs that I keep my brushes in, but that's my trash. I am always excited when I'm using up more products. I'm also curious to hear from you guys. Do you want me to do like a year-end reflection of, you know, how this year has gone for me with using products up? I have definitely not kept track of all the items that I have gotten rid of, but I'd love to know if you want a video like that as we start to wrap up 2016, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.